This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. They compare iPhone prices on the internet and give you their instant quote and the most cash for your iPhone. Hey guys, this is Ed with Techvarium. Nicely done every year, and slightly later in 2020, Apple releases something new and something even better again. It is the 12 line that is a rival line to some of the most powerful Androids out there. But how does it compare to the previous year models within the family? To answer this question, we are going to compare the performance of these three iPhones. iPhone XS Max released in 2018, iPhone 11 Pro Max released in 2019, and iPhone 12 Pro Max released in 2020, which is this year. More complex design, both visually and technologically, brings about a heavier weight handset. The XS Max that weighs 208 grams is much lighter in the context of mobile technology when compared against the 11 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, whose weight reaches almost 230 grams. But all of that is besides the point. Today we are more interested in performance. From left to right, we are considering handsets with Apple Bionic A12, 7nm, A13 7nm, and A14 5nm tech process Bionic CPUs. As we know, semiconductors are faster with decreasing nanometer spec, and this year Apple perfected it. Also, each handset comes with a 4-core GPU. Finally, 12 Pro has 6GB of RAM, whereas XS Max and 11 Pro Max only come with 4GB of RAM. First and foremost is Geekbench 5, that objectively provides us with trustworthy CPU scores. It is a major increase in these parameters this year. 12 Pro results in 1,612 points in the single-core category and 4,303 points in a multi-core category. Compared against 11 Pro Max, it shows roughly a 20% performance increase in both categories in just 1 year. When we go back another year in technology, this gap is even more obvious. 30% better in a single-core category and impressive 35% in a multi-core category. These numbers are quite impressive, and the newer tech process speaks for itself. While Geekbench and Antutu Benchmark are both objective performance tests, Antutu also provides great visualizations to the testing performed. While lagging is barely noticeable on a XS Max and virtually non-existent on 11 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, I want to point your attention to how asynchronous these benchmarks are. It happens as a result of a delay while loading the next test, which is another benchmark yet unintentional. Results speak for themselves and explain an improved end-user experience. I must say that it has nothing to deal with how smooth the interface is. It has to deal with what you do with it, and our weather.com and YouTube tests will show that. But the last objective benchmark today is by Performance Test Mobile. There is a bit of a disclaimer here. Both XS Max and 12 Pro Max have 256GB of onboard internal memory, however 11 Pro Max has 64GB. And we already know from previous season videos that larger internal memory modules carry better performance with them. Hence 11 Pro Max lost here. Objectively, from 2018 to 2020, however, we see a 25% increase in storage write speed and a whopping 40% increase in storage read speed. Memory parameters that read and write speeds of all three devices here are superior for any everyday task you will perform with these. What we just discussed explains what we are about to see. As I mentioned, these improvements may not be visible navigating the operating system, but certain day-to-day tasks become faster. There is a fraction of a second that splits 11 Pro Max from a 12 Pro Max and is not visible in this video. However, it is visible on a frame-by-frame review. XS Max is way behind, and which is why I appreciate the technology advancing at this pace. YouTube becomes another great visual. No, the videos do not lag at all, given a solid connection, but the delay in processing is obvious here. I am sure many of you are just as impatient as myself, and which is why I appreciate the 12 Pro for its quick response times. Making a verdict here is like beating a dead horse because we know that in this case, newer is better. However, is 11 Pro Max going to be enough of a phone for you? Definitely the case, and XS Max is also still a rival to some of the older phones out there. First, considering camera performance that we saw in the last video, my choice may or may not fall in favor of the 12 Pro Max because of those overly saturated night shots. Second, it is still an expensive handset. Mobile technology for me was never a luxury but rather a sincere interest. Therefore, this uncontrolled pricing on what became fanatic-like all around the world, to me is nothing but good marketing, and I would suggest that you don't fall for it. Fall for what works well and what is reasonably priced today, which could be a secondary market 11 Pro Max. Just my 5 cents. As always, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video very soon. I wanted to tell you about sellcashier.com. So you just got your new iPhone. What will you do with your old one? You may be thinking of selling it on eBay, Craigslist, and so on, and it is definitely a hassle. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can sell it through sellcashier.com. They compare the actual prices of iPhones and give you the best price for your iPhone that you are trying to sell. And the good thing is that you are guaranteed the best rate. You also get a free shipping label. Thank you for watching, and please check out sellcashier.com.